When ChatGPT confidently tells you that Napoleon died in 1823 or that Thomas Edison invented the telephone, it isn't just making a simple mistake. These confident yet incorrect responses mirror a real neurological condition in humans called Wernicke's aphasia, where patients speak fluently but often produce nonsensical content without realizing their errors. Groundbreaking research from the University of Tokyo has discovered that this eerie similarity isn't just superficial. The internal workings of large language models and the brains of people with certain language disorders actually process information in remarkably similar ways. The AI revolution has given us tools that respond with impressive articulation on virtually any topic. These systems can write essays, explain complex topics, and engage in seemingly knowledgeable conversations. But there's a serious problem lurking beneath this fluent exterior, what researchers call hallucinations, or the generation of completely fabricated information presented with high confidence. As society increasingly relies on AI for everything from homework help to healthcare advice, this tendency to confidently state falsehoods poses significant risks. A student might unknowingly include incorrect information in a research paper, or someone might make important health decisions based on convincing but fabricated medical claims. The problem is magnified because these errors are delivered with the same authoritative tone as accurate information, making them difficult to detect without expert knowledge. Scientists at the University of Tokyo were intrigued by the parallel between this AI behavior and Wernicke's aphasia, a neurological disorder affecting language comprehension and production. People with this condition can speak with normal rhythm and fluency, but their speech often contains word substitutions, made-up words, and grammatical errors. Crucially, they're typically unaware of these mistakes, continuing to speak confidently despite communicating little meaningful content. To investigate this similarity, the researchers employed an innovative technique called energy landscape analysis. Originally developed in physics to visualize energy states in complex systems like magnetic metals, this approach has been adapted to study brain activity patterns. It represents possible brain states as positions on a metaphorical landscape, where valleys correspond to stable activity patterns. The study analyzed resting state brain scans from stroke patients with various types of aphasia and compared them with the internal activity patterns of several large language models, including variants of GPT-2, Albert, and Llama. The results were striking. The ways digital information moved and was manipulated within AI models closely mirrored brain signal behavior in people with Wernicke's aphasia. Both systems exhibited what researchers called bimodal distributions, in how frequently they transitioned between different states and how long they remained in each state. Additionally, an abnormal increase in statistical measures called Gini coefficients correlated with poor comprehension abilities in both aphasia patients and AI models. Professor Takemitsu Watanabe, who led the research, described the similarity as striking, but emphasized the importance of avoiding oversimplified conclusions. The analogy doesn't mean AI systems have brain damage. Rather, it suggests both may share limitations in how flexibly they can access stored knowledge. The research team proposed that large language models might be constrained by rigid internal patterns that limit their ability to flexibly draw on their vast knowledge stores, similar to how neurological damage can impair language processing in humans with aphasia. These AI systems may be locked into certain processing pathways that produce fluent output but fail to accurately access or validate information. This discovery has profound implications for both neuroscience and artificial intelligence. For medical science, it suggests new approaches to diagnosing and classifying aphasia based on internal brain activity patterns, rather than just observable symptoms. The energy landscape analysis method could potentially offer more objective and data-driven assessments compared to traditional approaches. For AI development, understanding these internal constraints could help engineers design more reliable systems. By recognizing how current models' architecture might inherently limit accurate information processing, developers could potentially create future AI systems that manage and access their knowledge more flexibly, similar to how healthy human brains function. The overconfidence problem extends beyond language models to other forms of AI. Neural networks frequently produce high-confidence outputs, even when incorrect or faced with ambiguous situations. This happens through several mechanisms, including model architecture choices, training objectives focused solely on accuracy rather than calibration, and limited exposure to uncertainty during training. In humans, overconfidence has clear neural correlates. Studies show that feeling confident activates reward-related brain circuits, including the striatum and hippocampus. This activation creates a naturally rewarding sensation that may bias us toward overconfidence regardless of actual performance, helping explain why overconfidence persists despite negative outcomes. The Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with limited knowledge overestimate their abilities, shows distinct neurophysiological patterns. Research using EEG has found that overestimators use different cognitive processes when assessing their performance compared to underestimators, with overestimators relying more on familiarity-based processing rather than deeper recollection. Researchers are developing various approaches to improve confidence calibration in both humans and AI. For people, metacognitive training can help individuals better assess their knowledge and performance. For AI systems, techniques include stochastic inference methods, specialized loss functions that incorporate uncertainty estimation, temperature scaling of outputs, and Bayesian methods that quantify uncertainty through probability distributions. These parallel issues have significant implications for human-AI collaboration. Studies show that both overconfident and underconfident AI hinder effective teamwork with humans. When AI systems express confidence levels that don't match their actual performance, people struggle to appropriately calibrate their trust, leading to either over-reliance on incorrect AI suggestions or underutilization of valuable AI advice. Interestingly, human self-confidence can become aligned with AI confidence levels over time. If an AI system is poorly calibrated, it could negatively influence human confidence calibration as well, potentially amplifying existing biases or creating new ones. The research at the intersection of neuroscience and AI exemplifies the growing field of neuro-AI, which explores the symbiotic relationship between these disciplines. Neuroscience offers insights into the principles of intelligence that can inspire more sophisticated AI, while AI provides powerful computational tools to analyze complex neurobiological data and advance our understanding of the brain. As we continue developing more advanced AI systems, addressing overconfidence becomes not just a technical challenge, but an ethical imperative. By understanding the parallel processing of confidence in human brains and AI systems, researchers can develop more reliably calibrated artificial intelligence that complements human cognition rather than amplifying our inherent biases. What do you think about these surprising parallels between AI limitations and human brain conditions? As these technologies become more integrated into our daily lives, understanding both their capabilities and limitations becomes increasingly important for all of us, not just the researchers developing them. The future of AI likely lies not in creating perfect systems, but in developing ones that know when they don't know, a profound form of intelligence that humans themselves often struggle with. By continuing interdisciplinary research at the intersection of neuroscience and computer science, we may create AI that not only speaks fluently, but actually communicates truthfully, a goal that would benefit us all.